This is Standing Watch Talking Points. And now, Mr. René Messier.
Greetings and welcome back to Standing Watch Talking Points. In spite of the advances in medicine and more concerned about health today, we've had some outbreaks of diseases that most people thought were sort of done away with or controlled to the point where they wouldn't break out again. And yet recently there's been an outbreak of typhus in the LA area, and on the west coast of the United States there's been some cases of measles, and it's brought quite concern. And there's also the issue of sickness and health, and we have a booklet I want to talk about. It's called Sickness and Health, What the Bible Tells Us. And I'd like to read from the first chapter of this book, just to give you an idea what it's about. It says, sickness is something everyone has to deal with at one time or another in various degrees. Some don't seem to get sick very often, while others suffer from chronic illnesses. Still others are subject to terminal diseases. Have you ever wondered whether it is natural to be sick? Have you wondered if there is a certain correlation between sin and illness? Is sickness the punishment that God brings on us because of sin? What about healing? Do you know anyone who has actually been healed of an illness? Perhaps you yourself have experienced healing in your life. What do you think caused this healing? Was it a competent doctor or an appropriate medication? Are we to place our faith in doctors and medicines to heal our bodies? Did God have anything to do with this healing? Or does God even heal today? Now, this booklet goes into much detail about the subject of sin in relationship to health, and why there's so much sickness today and the root cause of it. And the whole problem with people today is that they don't think about root causes, or they live lives that they feel there's no consequences, which is deceiving in itself. So I urge you to request this booklet. Now, I'd also want to talk about program Standing Watch, which is presented by our evangelist Norbert Link. Now, one thing about the Standing Watch is it's always current. It's produced weekly. It's 12 to 15 minutes long, maybe shorter, but the thing is it focuses in on issues that are pertinent for today. And I think it's crucial for you to keep ahead or abreast of what's really going on, because when you look at the newscasts that you see on television or even the radio, they're more concerned about local problems. Like the United States very seldom gives news about what's going on in Europe or even Canada, and you have to really search to get any information about what's really going on in the rest of the world. Now, Mr. Link brings out current news, and he correlates it with what's happening in the world with Bible, what the Bible says, and he brings it all together in a logical, precise manner, which is quite interesting. And of course, a lot of the events that he talks about have been prophesied by Jesus Christ in the Bible millennium ago. So it's not just that. He covers Christian living and ties it all with biblical prophecy and what's happening in the world and how you can protect yourself in a sense from what's coming down the pipeline. And he brings about things that you can do. On this program, he also advertises or brings your attention to booklets that are available. And there's quite a few booklets that we do have available. And this one on sickness and health, if you want to receive a copy, you can actually write to us at Church of God, ACF, P.O. Box 1480, Summerland, BC, VOH1Z0, or you can email us at Church of God ACF, which is one long sentence, at tellus.net. Now, if you'd like to listen to the Standing Watch program, you can go to our website, which is www.churchofgodacf, one long word, .ca, and that'll bring you to our website where you can listen to the Standing Watch program. And on the website, you could also go to the booklet section and press on that little box, and you'll get a drop down, and it'll actually list all the booklets that are available, including this one I'm talking about today, Sickness and Health, What the Bible Tells Us. And the Bible has quite a bit to say about sickness and health and the relationship between sickness and sin. And it's something a lot of people don't really understand or put together in a manner that is quite comprehensive and understanding. Now, our booklets are free of charge. There's no follow-up for money. Christ told us, freely you have received, freely give. So the booklets are all free. I mean, they have been paid for by the faithful members and tithe payers of the church, but we don't charge anything for any of our literature that we send out. So until next time, this is Rene Messier for the Standing Watch Talking Points.